Hello, hello, hello. I'm Alucard Night Raven. Welcome to my channel and welcome to my next Fanstoys review. And this is a most recent release from Fanstoys, and it is FT-48 Jive. And I've had him for almost 2 weeks now. Very cool. Absolutely love this. Looks so good. Just right out of the cartoon. And I also love the fact that his robot mode, you can do either more tune or slight change, and you get more of the toy. But let's take a look at the packaging first. And here we have our packaging for Jive, aka Jazz, our masterpiece style Jazz. And he looks good. Love that imagery. I mean, they always do such a wonderful job on their artwork. Every time, it's just so killer on how good their artwork is. Like, whoever their artist is just amazing. There's vehicle mode, FT-48, Fanstoys 2022. On the side, Jive. On this side, Jive. On the top, vehicle mode, Jive. We've got our video instructions code, so if you wanted to use that, you could. On the bottom, same thing as the top, and on the back, we have our product shots and our bio. And there is his bio, so you can read it if you wish. But there you can see his more toy aesthetic. Even comes with the shoulder cannon, which he did not sport in the show. And there he is again in a great pose. Looks like he's running after some Decepticons. There he is with their previous release of Mirage, aka Phantasm. Some more images of him in robot mode and vehicle mode, and there he is in a very nice, not menacing pose, but heroic pose. Absolutely love it. Love it. Now, that is it for the packaging, so set that off to the side. And of course, as usual, we also get our collector's card. And again, great artwork of Jazz / Jive on the front. On the back, that same bio in smaller wording, and another great pose of him, and then his vehicle mode and his stats. So there is that. Now, he does come with accessories. Some I will not go into until he is in robot mode. The others I can go into now. And for one, we've got the shoulder cannon, which looks great. Great color, sort of gunmetal, a little closer to black, maybe, well, maybe. And then silver on the missile, which does not come out. Still very cool. Set that off to the side. Of course, comes with his blaster, which is done up in a really nice gray. It's not really like dull gray. It's, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It doesn't have a shine, but it doesn't look like it's really dull, in my opinion. And what we can do with that is there is a post right here, and the gun just plugs in to there, and you see this clip right here. We take and we plug it in, and there is our storage for the weapons. So we've got that. Now, I'm going to take those apart and set them off to the side. And what we also come with is his speakers. Absolutely love it. So cool. Only they're pretty much both the same. Just difference is where this turns, but Very, very shiny blue. Some silver there, and on the back side, looks great. And of course, same thing. These plug in back here, but you kind of want them near the end, and then sort of angle them like this. Same thing with this side. You can just angle it like this. And there we have Jazz kicking off his tunes. Looks good. Absolutely love it. Just like right out of a scene from one of the episodes of the cartoon. Absolutely great. Absolutely love it. So yeah, that is it for those. So we will pop those off. Pop that one off. And we will get into his vehicle mode. And of course, he is a Porsche. I think it's a Porsche. It's been so long since I can remember a lot of this, but got our number 4. Got some great racing stripes with the blue and the red. Those ones on the back of the wheel wells. You can see my Autobot symbol that I put on there. So very cool, you know. Had to have that. Got some blue here. Got that red pinstripe going along the front. On the back, we do have some painted taillights and turn signals. Absolutely love that. I'm so happy to see that. I don't know why that is not plugged in all the way. But you can see the shiny chrome here. Sorry, some things, squeezing it all together took a little bit, so we'll see how it all goes. But shiny chrome rims, rubber tires. There's the bottom. You can see the back of his head, his arms, parts of his legs. So yeah, very cool, very nice. That big old spoiler, a little bit of black on there. Our QC pass. It does roll very nicely. So, very happy for that. And then love the translucent blue for the windows. Looks really good. So yeah. So that is pretty much it for that. But one thing that I rarely do is comparison. So there is our Fanstoys Jazz. And here is our Studio Series Jazz. So you can see the differences with them. I'm slightly off with how I placed that. Luckily I got plenty. I may change that out. Get a different one on there. It's sort of crooked. I don't like that. But yeah, you can see here's the back. Of course, there's the bottom. And I kind of like how the transformations are... Well, the storage of the transformations is rather similar. Very eerie, isn't it? And then the front, and of course, they couldn't do the 4, so they did 14 with Hasbro, which is unfortunate. Kind of wish that they could have done the 4 because that's what he had. So yeah, so that is it for that, and we will get down to transforming him. Let's see where to start. I think we'll start... Okay, raise you up so we can see what I'm doing. And I think what we'll do first is we're gonna just untab the doors, just because it'll make some of it a bit easier. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's tabbed in really well. There we go. All right. And then what we kind of want to do is sort of pull the door out, because this is it's the most worrisome part to me, is when you got to push that little bit inward, and it is not the most fun. But a little easier when you're pulling it out. Ugh, come on. Come on. There we go. See, I'm just worried about eventually those cracking. So now what we'll do is we're going to untab from here. Sort of bring this. Oh, we actually want to untab the wheel. Well, come on. Ouch. Well, got this one. This one we want to untab from here. Sort of rotate it up a bit. Rotate. Now what we're going to do is we're going to push it down so it's sitting like that for robot mode. Then we'll turn it and just sort of keep it out of the way for now. One thing you make sure you don't want to forget is there's this piece right here. We want to flip that in, and that is going to really help for holding all that in. So now, same thing here on this side. Maybe it's a little easier to bring this up. Come on, there we go. So same thing, we want to flip this little part down like that. And then we also want to take and rotate these around like that. So make sure we do that as well. With that, like that. Let's get the arms in a decent position. Very strong ratchets. So there's this tab, or this slot, that's going to tab in right there. And then this little bit right here is what that's going to go into, from what I can see. Yeah. Just like that. No, or maybe that's not supposed. No, I think that's supposed to be out like that. So same thing with this. I'm gonna rotate it. Then rotate the arm down far enough. Then we'll get this all lined up where we need it. Come on, dang it. Where we need it. There we go. And that's going to help keep that tight, because you're going to want that, especially for moving all this around. So now what we're going to do, we're going to untab the roof from here. You sort of want to untab it from here as well, and this might be a little difficult. Maybe, yeah, get that sort of out. Come on, come on. 1 second. Okay, got it. So yeah, these tabs go in here and hold very, very securely. So now with that, another thing we want to do is bring this down, and then we can bring this forward, flip these out, and then bring that up. So now with this, we want to bring this, you sort of want to get this out from under here. Wow. All right. Unclamp this. We can sort of start to bring everything down in a way. Oh, another thing I forgot. What we want to do is rotate the mirror in, rotate that window down. Rotate the mirror in, rotate that window down. That'll give us that. So now with that, we can get this out from under here. And we can bring this forward and bring that down like that. Now for this, what we're gonna do, bring all this out. And what we want to do is we want to rotate this around like this, just like that. Then we can actually bring it all together. Whoop. And this wheel popped out. Again, make sure that that is out where we need it. Bring all this together. Why is that not coming together? Where is my problem here? Let's bring that forward. Keep that forward for now, because we want this to come down on this like this. There we go. Now this can go back. So is this forward all the way? Yes, it should be. There we go. Bring that like that. Now this is going to tab in underneath here, sort of help lock everything in. Then these, whoops, I think with these, okay, with these bits, actually let's bring that back down. I think I missed something here. Okay, so bring these sort of, nope, you stay there. Same thing with you. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so I think these are so you can get some things out of the way, but we actually need them to be rotated in. So let's bring that sort of back up. We need it around like, all right, so rotate all this out, and then we can rotate those back in. So I think that's just there to be able to move stuff out of the way, and that one's a little bit tighter on mine. Come on. Come on. There we go. All right. So now, with that all like that, now we can get this back together. Bring this in. And then tab it in. Make sure that's all in. Make sure that's all in. Just like that. We can bring the head forward. Just like that. We'll leave the arms like that. So here you can see when you bring it all out, you can have the doors like that, but not too worried about that. So now with that, what we want to do is you want to bring this bit in, and this is going to help when you push this down. That's going to help push that section down where it needs to go. And these we want to rotate them. So for car mode, like this, and we bring them in like this, and they just sort of sit there. Now what we can do with the doors, we can bring them, well, we're going to leave them out for now. All right, so now with the legs, separate them. We sort of want to bring it out. Bring these up. Well, no, that. Make sure it's all separated. Let's just straighten it all out. And this, we want to push forward till we get. There we go. I think that. Nope, that's not it. Come on. Come on. 1 second. All right, hold on. We'll let's get this one out. Let's see if this one will pop in. Yeah, see, that one popped in nicely. This one is the one being sort of a pain. Come on, man, come on. All right. Well, what we want to do is rotate all this forward. Then rotate this down, and this will come down and lock that in. Then we can bring these flaps down. Oops. Okay, now that one's being a pain. All right, we'll come back to that in a moment. So now what we want to do is bring this forward. Want to bring this tail piece. Want to untab it from this. Then bring it up like that. Now, this piece, want to untab that. Then this is going to just come up like this and just sort of leave it at the angle like this. So this already untabbed, so we'll bring this down. And now what we're going to do is we're going to untab it from here, rotate it. We want to pull this apart, so when you're going into vehicle mode, it pushes together. For robot mode, we want to pull it apart. Another thing we want to do is we want to pull the wheel apart and rotate it. Come on. It should rotate all the way. Oh, I want to rotate it. Whoops. Be careful of popping the tire off. Did not mean to do that. So now with this, like, yeah, bring it around, sort of weasel it past that. We want it then sitting like this. And then this little bit, and then we can rotate this around. This is the part I'm not too keen on because you kind of gotta move everything past. It's not so easy. We can actually rotate the foot around. So now with this, what we want to do is we want to rotate everything in like that. Whoop. Make sure it all plugs in. Tab that in there. This is going to come down like this. Then we can sort of start straightening everything out. And I think now, there we go. Then bring this piece up like that. And then what we want to do, this will come out, sort of plug in to that heel like that. And then when we moves together, or it's supposed to, there we go. There's one leg done. Now I'm going to do the other leg off camera. It's the exact same thing. I just want to get it done, and then I'll be right back. So one thing I want to point out that I forgot on this side is a panel right here. So you want to make sure that you bring that panel out. So completely forgot about that, but got it in the end. All right, so here's the other leg, nearly completely done. What we're gonna do, see if we can get that bit to click in finally. No, it is not. All right, let me see if I can get it off screen. All right, finally got it. Took a bit of elbow grease, but we got there in the end. All right, there's the legs all done. Now, last little bit to do is the arms. This waist sort of moved a little bit on me. All right, so the arms down in their proper position where we need them to be. And what I'm gonna do is show off sort of the toy style mode, but for the hands, just open this up, and then we can rotate the hand out, close that back up, and there's that one done. Same thing with this side. Open that up, sort of bring it out like this, rotate, close that back up, and there we have that side. Now, I think there's locking points. Yeah, it looks like there's like locking points that we can do. Whoop, I want to make sure that we don't lose those. Yeah, see, there's a locking point right there. Just sort of push that in. See it? It's kind of hard to see. Whoops. You can see little locking point. Sort of help hold it in, and then just bring the doors out. There he is with the doors sort of sticking out. I don't know if I have that completely right. That's the best that I can get it to come out. And then this, where this is going to go, is right back here. Once I can get it in there. So you can see right in here, that's sort of where you want it. Once I can get it in there. It's fighting me. There we go. Make sure all that is where we need it. And then that one popped out. You can kind of see. So there's, whoops, knocked you about. So there's pretty much like your toy mode, if you want. It's there. It's what we can do if we would like that look. There is that. Now, for his cartoon look, I'm gonna pull this off. Keep that off to the side. Push that all down. Now, what we do, want to bring that up. We'll sort of untab these, bring them down, then rotate them in. There's one. Here's the other. And then this is going to sit down like that. And there we have Jazz in his cartoon appearance. Or more of his cartoon appearance. Whichever you would like to go with. So, it's cool. You got that option. You can do whatever you wish. Whichever look you like. I prefer the cartoon. I prefer that toon aesthetic. That's what I love about the current Masterpiece Takara, the way they're going. I like that cartoon appearance. I know it's not for everybody, but I want stuff that looks like it jumped right out of the cartoon. That's what I prefer. So, now, let's take a look at Jazz in that Jazz head, and look at how amazing that is. That beautiful blue for the visor, that black helmet, the gray face. Absolutely love it. Got the blue here. You can see my Autobot symbol that I stuck there. It sort of moved on me. You can see how that squishes up. I love the fact of how they did that. Thought that was so cool. Oh, very, very nice. Just looks so clean. The black and the white with the blue. Just such a clean appearance. Articulation. Head can rotate. He can look up. He can look down a bit. Arms come out that far. Can do full rotation. Have bicep swivel. We have just over 90 for the elbow. We have wrist rotation. Hands open. These three are on their own, and that one's on its own. It doesn't open any further than that, unfortunately. But it's alright. It works. Does what we need it to. We have waist. Lift these all up so they're out of the way. Oops. Alright, what did I do? What did I mess up? Oh, how did that happen? There we go. Sorry, something got moved and I don't know what happened. Whoop. Legs, kick forward that far. Kick back that far. Full Van Damme. We have thigh. We have over 90 for the knee, but not by much, just by a bit. And we have ankle pivot. If you unhook this, you can get a little bit more back and forth. So, not too bad for articulation. Now, other accessories, or actually, we can bring these in, and these will clip on back here. Just like that cannon did. We just want to sort of get it in. Okay, why are you being a pain? There. Almost had it. There we go. Sort of angle these however you wish. There, we've got Jazz blasting out his tunes to annoy everybody because he's being too loud. Of course, not as loud as Blaster. And I'm working on getting a pre-order for Fanstoys blaster that they're going to be doing. I can't wait for that. I do have a pre-order on his tapes. I do have a pre-order on their cliff jumper. So looking forward to all of that. But yeah, so pull those back off. Set them off to the side. And this want it still be right in there. All right. So now other things we got is we've got different faces. So there's this one, sort of a smiling face, kinda. And then this one, kind of a serious face. And to change that, what I want to do is lift it up there, sort of get your hand in there, pull it out. Then we'll put in this one. And then bring that back down, make sure that we got it straight. Yeah, kind of want to make sure that it got it straight on where it needs to be. So there's a little more stoic face, sort of like, oh, Daniel. Or Spike. Since he didn't deal with Daniel too much, did he? So there is that. Then another accessory he's got. Yeah, it's the same thing with that, and then you can just have the laughing face. So once it, there we go. Yeah, or smiling face. Is we've got his grappling hook. And for that, what we want to do, we want to rotate the hand back in, close it up, and you want the longer pieces here on top, the shorter ones on the bottom. And there he is holding that, and it extends. So if you got like some really neat diorama where like, or something where like he's on an edge and then you got another Autobot hanging on, he could reel him in. And then what we do is we take and roll this right here, and this will roll it up. Thought that was very cool that they did that. And so roll it up, roll it up, roll it up. I want to make sure that it stays where we need it to. Come on. So we've got that. And then, of course, whoop, make sure we bring the hand back out. There we go. Now, open his hand up. Come on, open. Oh, oh my God. This never gave me an issue before. There we go. There's part of it. All right. Then, what we can do is there's a little tab here. Plugs into the back of his hand. So, kind of aim it for the back of his hand and then close his fist around it. There he is, holding his gun. So there we have that. And I just love him. And now, one thing that, again, I rarely do is comparison. And here he is with the Studio Series Jazz. Very cool. Like, I love this Jazz. This is a great Jazz for typical retail. But a masterpiece, always goes above and beyond. So, really, absolutely loving the masterpiece. Still love my Studio Series. But, yeah, absolutely loving the Fanstoys Jazz. Just think they did a great job with it. So, and his backpack is just it's such a clean transformation. Like, this just looks so good. And of course, as usual with Fanstoys, there's die cast. You know they're going to have die cast. And the feet are die cast. Let's see, where else is die cast? I think the upper thighs, yeah, these I think are die cast. And then, yeah. So, of course, there's die cast. But looks amazing. I think it is a must-have. Keep an eye out. I got mine through Big Bad Toy Store. I've seen them continuously go on and off pre-order still, so they're still getting some in. So keep an eye out. Definitely recommend him for your masterpiece shelf, or if you've got like a battle scenery with your masterpiece figures, like I plan on doing when I get into a bigger home. Definitely a must-have. If Takara does one, I don't know how well they're going to do compared to this. Like, I think this one is the one that's going to be my definite Jazz. Like, Takara would have to completely blow me out of the water for a masterpiece Jazz. Like, I don't know how well they could do compared to this. So, again, Fanstoys, one of the big ones for masterpiece, along with Takara. X Transbots does a great job. MMC with their Ocular Max combiners and some of their other Ocular Max figures just do a great job there as well, with fitting in with the Toon aesthetic. Like, I sort of have a mishmash of Takara, Fanstoys, X Transbots, and Ocular Max. So, yeah. Definitely can't wait to see what the future brings. So that is going to be it for me. This turned out to be a very long video, and I apologize about that. So, again, I want to say thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all later.